gather your sword and board and get ready for adventure, because it's time for Pain. Campaign. 3, 2, 1. Let's roll.
Welcome back to our unmitigated disaster of a D&D campaign with friends. We ask the question of what happens when we combine a coming-of-age summer camp with D&D and the Dice of Fate. Well, we're going to find that out here. Let's get started. From the murky bottom of Time Before Time, following a rare mushroom instead of stone, we have Mike playing Guldor Firebeard, the honest-to-goodness Dwarven Druid who's old enough for a beard and knows how to use the shillelagh. Hey, when this warforged lays his hands upon thee, you better hope for some divine intervention, because wood and metal still has pain and emotion, especially when there's little seagulls flying by. Mike Levine is TR33, the warforged paladin.
That's me, guys, and I like birds.
I don't even know how to respond. I'm gonna keep going. When tracking is needed across a path that seems lost, or an arrow needs to find a target that seems too far away, caca, we look no further than Bridget playing Bellith, our tiefling ranger who hates plants, loves adventure, and who'd rather pull out her bow than engage in pointless conversation, unless it's with a little rat named Harold.
I want to be on the record saying I don't like birds, so just saying.
But you are familiar with bird law.
Quote of the day. And I'm Michael Haidt, off key and ready to rock as always. I'm playing Seven the Bard. But it's not about me. I'm going to pass it off to our good friend Liam, who puts the danger in DM, our master of ceremonies. But first, a little story from Seven the Bard. So there we were, traveling in our fine boat, the Box of Death 5, 6, or 7, and we had just finished up with our dear friend Maurice the Djinn, who thought, hey, let's find some new friends to gamble with. And we gambled, we did, and some of us rolled better than others. Several times.
I may.
Technically, I rolled worse than.
But in this case, it worked out really well. We set ways away from our friend Maurice, said goodbye as we set our evil genie, or good genie, into the world, and we set forth on another little boat trip as we made our way to Shimmer Lake, Camp Shimmer Lake, on Gnarled-Tooth Island. And as we looked in the sunset and the nice sounds of the water splash against our boat, Seven had a moment as he went to talk to Bellith about his brother, Val, that showed up like Obi-Wan Kenobi in his cabin. And after that, our dear friend Tree stood outside being tasked with carrying boxes and crates up above deck, only to find out that more people needed to help out, and that's where we came in. As we made our way up to the top, we found that no other than Harpies were there, as Harpies directed the nearest passengers off of the boat early into the water to their deaths. But we were there to stop them, most of them, we think, to save the day, and we came forth
More
victorious.
Like Bellith was. Literally killing everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did that to yourself.
I thought 20 was a pretty good DC.
Okay, let's try that again. So, and we were confronted with Harpies singing an ever so graceful song. It seemed only natural that our musician would be the first one to almost take a nosedive off the boat. Fortunately, Bellith jumped up to the crow's nest, did some fanciness, only to show us that it is possible yet to do all the damage in the first turn. Only followed forward by spells and damage until our Tree took out his warhammer and wanted to take some birds to the ground. We saved the day, saved the passengers, mostly, we think.
We're still on the top of the boat.
And as we stood there looking out on the sunset with harpy guts on the bottom of our shoes, we questioned our purpose, but on Box of Death 6, here we go and sail off into the sunset.
So you find all of yourselves back on the top side of the ship with Captain Alara, and the passengers are going back down. Some of the deckhands are coming back up to clean up the Harpies. And Captain Alara approaches your group again and says, well, I think you've all certainly earned a hot meal tonight if you'd like to dine with the crew in a few hours. Would you mind helping out with the harpy bodies, though? I have to attend to some business, but the deckhands are going to help out with that as well.
I'm not.
Let me just hold on a sec. Thank you for that fine gesture of request. We just saved people from falling off of a boat, and I don't know if Captain Alara could hear me or not, but
I was going to remind everyone that you made a perception check last week where you noticed that the Harpies were a little bougie and they were decked out in some goods.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
so we should probably look
Right.
around for some shiny objects.
I think we should help with. I think we should
Well,
help with the bodies.
yes.
And by help with the bodies,
Help
point.
with the bodies.
Yes.
we should dispose of the bodies ourselves.
Yes, we'll take care of all of that. Have all the passengers.
Yes.
Why don't we have all the passengers make their way back to their cabins? We're here.
As you say that, you one deckhand did get their way to a Harpy and slipped a little silver ring into their pocket.
I want to stop him.
Wow, sir.
What do you do to stop him?
Hold, please. I think I would like to do
He throws a tree.
a persuasion
out at
check,
him.
please.
Okay, how are you persuading her?
I want to tell him that I said, look, I saw you just pick something up. There is some really dangerous magic at play here, and some of these things are cursed, and we need to make sure that we account for all of it. So can you please take that out of your pocket and place that back on the floor?
Cursed. He takes that out of his hand. Prove to me this is cursed, and I'll let you have it.
Perfect. I'm going to do an intimidation check that if you don't give it to me, I'm going to prove it to you that it's going to be cursed.
Ooh.
You sound like a mean
go ahead.
teacher
He
right
is
now. Like,
very-
I was like, damn.
Like a thumb. You can make it glow.
I was thinking
glow
about,
with
so
like
these
a
are the
blue
options.
glow.
I have taumaturgy.
That is so much
I do too.
So
genius. I'd like to do, I'd like to rethink my ways. I'd like to cast prestidigitation,
Okay.
and I would like to have it glow with green, have like some skulls, kind of like skull light, kind of come, like some skulls, like smoke, kind of wisping off of it.
Okay, so yeah, and you can stack that effect up to three times. So 3 of those type of effects
Yeah.
you can do at once.
So I would say, look down at the ring.
Okay.
Do you see anything that appears like a skull or a green aura? I don't see anything, but if you're holding it and you see that, I would immediately put that down.
He looks at it. Oh, we have to throw this overboard. It's cursed.
Just give it to
He
me.
lost
I'll
the
take
back.
it from here. I'm gonna grip.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
+4, thank God. All right.
You did this to yourself.
Liam learned from last time making a DC way too low, and now it's just up here.
That's a 20, not net.
You're able to, as he's about to hurl it back, you're able to snatch the ring away from him. What do you say?
I'll take that. Why don't you show yourself back to your cabin? Take it easy. This has been a lot for you. I'm nervous that this ring may have kind of left some temporary marks on you. Just do yourself a favor, drink a lot of water, stay to yourself, and don't mention this. Don't mention this to any of the other sailors in the ship.
He gives a shudder and then makes a gesture with his hands. He takes his thumbs to his nose and goes with his fingers out and pries each of them away from his face in opposite directions a few times, and then he turns around in a huff and goes back down.
Well, I'm no.
Well, I would say that was weird. And that's a lot to say for me.
Tell us more.
Well, thank you for your reindeer nose.
I want Bellith to go up to 7 and be like, that was a very Val thing to do, and then just walk away.
I'm blushing. So at this point, are we now clear of? I feel like the Ghostbusters, for God's sake. Are we clear now of all the other people that would be snooping around and going through bodies?
Yeah.
Okay, so Arcana checks on these things.
I was gonna say each of us could go to one of
Yeah.
these
Go to
things
a body.
because there's 4 of them, right?
Yeah.
So what would be? How would you? Since I'm once again learning, what would be the role that we would check to see if we understand what these things do, or if there's
So
other
if you're
magical
checking
properties?
to see if they are magical, you would make an Arcana check.
All right, let's do some Arcana checks.
I'm just
I
gonna
guess.
go over to one and start stealing stuff.
Sure, go ahead.
You know what? I like
so-
your way. That was very Bellith thing to do. I'm not doing the Arcana check. I'm just gonna start grabbing rings as well.
I'm just gonna start throwing the bodies overboard.
Could we get them?
With all the things still on them.
Hold on, bag of holding. Listen,
Guys, I'm just gonna let you know right now.
Could you
This
just
is
tree?
this is a
Tree.
bad idea.
tree,
I look.
tree.
Let me
There's
tell
an
you-
order. There's an order of things. First, we make sure all the magical properties are removed. Then you throw the bodies.
My number one job is to protect my family, and who knows what these things do? I'm throwing the bodies.
Tree, remind us, to the best of your knowledge, who do you remember your family to be? I think there's someone in mind.
There was someone in mind, and I am drawing a blank because my memory is so cloudy.
who's a snuffly nosed thing.
My little piggy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. No. I feel like it would do too much damage if I did prestidigitation. They crawl across it.
I just know that there was a pig in my life, and his name was Snuggles.
Was it Snuggles?
I think the name changes.
Snuffles?
It's fine.
Porky?
It changes every time. It's fine.
Could have been Porky. Could have been.
We'll chalk it up to his poor memory. It's fine. Not like Levine's, but Tree's poor memory. Yeah.
I turn to Guldor and be like, well, he's distracted. Start grabbing rings. Start grabbing jewelry.
I'll start grabbing.
Yeah.
So Guldor, we'll start with you. You're by the harpy whose chest cavity you melted in with the necklace. You're gonna.
Chest cavity.
You're going to. So you start digging. You're gonna unfortunately have to start digging through the melted chest of the harpy to dig for the necklace. There was a silver ring on her, but if you want the necklace, you're gonna have to dig through, which is fine.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That was deep.
Going morbid. That was dark.
That was deep. Well, we can hear Mike. That's
clean him up?
crazy what comes out of his mouth.
Wow. This Guldor is a lot darker than I realized.
Holy moly.
So people that are listening to this episode,
wonder
we
he
are
likes
in person
mushrooms.
playing.
We need to add levity
function.
back into Guldor's statements with the Scottish accent. That's what adds the levity. So you take the necklace out, and you notice as you're removing it, like even though it's not burning you because you're the caster of the spell, the debris, for lack of a better word, around it is like still steaming / like melting through. So that's definitely, if you're gonna clean everything up, that's definitely a cleanup job.
Prestidigitation.
Cool.
I hope you don't mind. If you do, I have a lot of questions.
I don't think he did mine.
As he's like bathing in the last Mohican, it's like,
Like, oh, what is this? A finger?
Oh my god. In my other campaign, I make it a point whenever there's blood to smear it on my face. My brother's like, can you stop?
So on your harpy, Guldor, you find the rose gold necklace that you cast heat metal on, and you find 2 silver rings.
okay, he's gonna let you know when to throw it over.
I immediately stomp over there. I got this.
Tree, how are you picking up this like half melted body?
So I extend my branch out, right? And I kind of just like scoop it up with my branch and I kind of grab it like this. And then I fling it into the air.
Wow.
And over the board.
You know, it's funny because the saying of like, reaching a branch out is usually meant as piece. Yeah. In this case, it's pieces.
Tree, one of your extraneous like leaves that were like on your wrist, like arm area, like burns off from the hot like melted body. You don't take any damage, but you lose the leaf.
Didn't see that coming.
The only thing that is now hurt is your vanity.
Do you see why I want to throw them all overboard?
No.
Look at this.
No.
Look at this right
Just-
here.
Hey.
Look at my leaves.
I want to cast prestidigitation again. I'm gonna need a nap after this. I'll clean you up.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Came back.
They grow.
You unknowingly like cleaned like the microbe system that was on his like tree body that was keeping him alive. No.
Make a death saving throw.
It's like when you're supposed to have yogurt when you have like,
Education
medicine.
Clorox edition.
Oh no.
Anyway,
He was a good trade. We'll keep him with us anyway.
Guldor, just to end things with you, are you checking? Are you Arcana checking any of your items? Go ahead.
What would Bellith do?
Just take it.
Do I just need 1 check or do I need 3?
We'll say one check. It's fine. Yeah. In the moment, let's see how magical you are.
Oh.
I like that sound.
14.
Hey.
Yeah, with a 14, you can clearly tell, funnily enough, that the rose gold necklace does contain elements of magic. You don't know what it does yet, so I'm going to say it now for everyone's benefit, so we don't have to say it each time. For magical items that you can detect as magical, but you don't know what they are, you need to spend a short rest with them to be able to identify them. So, yeah, but like I said, you expect dinner in a few hours, so you can maybe explore that while.
Could Tree, if we were to lay down all of the stuff in front of Tree, would Tree be able to detect good and evil? Like, which items were good or evil, or not really?
I believe not, because I believe detect good and evil. I may think of something else.
It's more like a person instead of like a
It's more of
being.
like, the type of, they got relegated in this
One
edition
willing
to, like,
creature you touch is protected
Yeah.
against certain types of creatures.
Oh, all right. Well, thanks.
It's a good try, though.
I'm inspired by Bella's speech.
that's protection.
just
I
not
think
gonna
you're. No, I think you're thinking of his
glad you know my spells
channel divinity, divine sense. Okay. You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or location of any celestial, fiend, or undead.
Do you think I can still talk to them, or are they dead?
They're dead. You can try.
Talk to them in the spiritual world.
Yeah, the detect good and evil wouldn't be able to tell you anything. You'd be able to tell if any object has been consecrated or desecrated with the hollow spell. So you could do that if you so wish.
Protection, good and evil.
Yeah. So if you want to collect all the valuables from all the harpies, you can absolutely do that. And then do the detect good and evil using one of your divine sense slots, which is going to be on your action page.
Well, who's gonna pick them up? Because I am not gonna touch them.
I'll pick him up. Put that right next to the astrolabe.
All right, so pick them up and bring them over to me, my friend.
Bring him over to you?
Yeah, so- Or you want me to come to you?
I just thought we were picking him up and holding on him.
No, because I am upset because we should have tossed these over, but whatever.
Okay.
It's fine.
I love you, baby. I'll pick him up.
All right, I cast protection from evil and good.
No. On the action page, divine sense, detect good and evil.
Oh, sorry, wrong thing.
Protection from good doesn't sound like a good idea for you.
Well, they would
Okay.
protect themselves from his low rolls. Just
For
saying.
himself. I like that.
I need to double check if this would read anything based on its description. Because it does say about objects being consecrated, desecrated. I would say that you don't get anything from any of the items except for the rose gold necklace, but you don't know.
Is that the one that he burned?
Yes. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a good or bad thing, but you do detect something off of that.
All right, guys, here's the deal. I'm getting a little tingly feeling with that one.
With Guldor?
With Guldor's fiery necklace.
Oh, I thought you meant just Guldor.
And just also to clarify, this doesn't identify things as magical. It just identifies their alignment, if you will.
Here's a crazy question. If an item that goes into the bag of holding, is it considered to be separate from us? Like if it's in there and it has properties,
It's technically its own little like pocket dimension space.
So like if something was like a negative effect, it wouldn't affect the person holding the bag of holding?
It depends on the effect, I think.
Huh.
You trying to kill me or what's that?
I was just thinking until we could figure out what they do.
Like what it is, yeah.
Does anyone? So now that all the rings and necklaces are in the middle, does anyone else want to make another general Arcana check to see what is actually magical or not?
Yeah, sure.
I will, to prove my point.
Awesome.
I was about to clean you up again, but you got yourself. It's fine. Doing great.
So Tree does not receive the help action.
No, you're doing great. All right, investigation check is plus. No, Arcana or
It'd
investigation?
be Arcana.
Okay, Arcana is plus 2.
15 Arcana.
That's not gonna help me.
What?
8.
I got a nat 20.
You got a nat 20?
Surprise, surprise.
Okay.
Bella rolls high again.
Sorry, I'll leave. You can keep your bad rolls.
So
It averages at the side of the
on
table.
a nat 20, you identify that the necklace that Guldor found, another necklace, and 2 rings have magical properties. And I'll say with your nat 20, to make sense of Tree's detect good and evil spell, the necklace that Guldor heated up, Guldor doesn't know it, but you can kind of figure out that he must have had some sort of like divine presence in that encounter, kind of like a rebirth as he heated that necklace. So that necklace wasn't necessarily it was potentially different magically before Guldor heated it up to extreme temperatures multiple times, and kind of gave it a rebirth as Guldor is also searching for his new life.
Okay. I was gonna say, and I think I just say to Guldor, like, hey dude, like, I think you did something with this, so you can keep it.
You know, Guldor's Bane has a nice ring to it. Oh, I'll let you keep that one. Are you? If he fastens it to the top of his shillelagh, that would be fantastic.
I will also say that on one of the rings that you detected as magical, Bellith, with a nat 20, there you notice a as you like try to detect like the divine, like the magical properties, you were kind of able to elicit. It was hidden before, but you kind of made them glow with your arcane detection for a moment, kind of like how you put like the one ring in fire, like you see the script, but like and then it goes away. A pair of eyes on the inside of one of the rings.
Like drawn eyes, or like
Yeah, like someone like the same way you would make like a engraving on a ring, like you saw like a pair
of eyes.
not like real eyes, but like engraved eyes.
drawn.
Yeah.
That's gross. I
Do
don't
they
like
look
that.
like they were put there by prestidigitation?
No.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that. Were they put there by like a 5-year-old, or they look like?
Guldor's like, ooh, what kind of eyes? They're googly. Did somebody
It looks
rip
like
them
one
out?
was drawn in extreme detail, and then the other one was like given up halfway, and it was like, let's just finish it.
It's just a natural part of life to put eyes on a ring.
Yeah. So we'll say from there, whoever has prestidigitation can help clean up the rest of the gobbledygook. Trees
like
moving the
hat
bodies
from
overboard.
Mario Brothers.
Is that accurate? No.
That's exactly what it looks
If you
like.
see invisible things.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If you would like to, so from there, after you're done cleaning, you're absolutely more than welcome to try to like spend some time identifying what these items actually do in your cabin. But you're more than welcome to explore the ship, talk to people if you want to, at any point as well.
Well,
Any thoughts?
do you guys want to? Okay. Do you guys?
Bye.
Does anybody? Why don't we take these things and maybe we'll check back in with each other after we do some investigating for a little bit?
Who's taking what item as far as the
Do you
way I
guys want to go
described them?
together?
So there's two necklaces, two rings.
I'm gonna go protect the hallway for Guldor so he can sleep.
So they're not going to be sleeping, but you're going to be short resting.
Coming from inside.
All right, I give Tree the nod, like, just protect him, please. And then I'm going to go with Bellith, and maybe we could start figuring out what these things do. Basically, in the short rest, we have one item out of the... So if Bellith and I were hypothetically looking at the 4 items, and Tree was in the hallway, and Orlip was sacrificing small animals, we would only be able to figure out 2 of the 4 items
Right,
on our
we
own.
would be
I would
able to
assume 3
figure
because
out-
I figure
and then-
Guldor's going to
yeah.
do one, and then you'd each do one.
Yeah.
Okay,
it'd be one
that
left
leaves
over.
one over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could Tree do that safely in the hallway?
Oh yeah, as long as he's like just doing like downtime resting things. Yeah.
So maybe we'll like keep like the door cracked open for Tree. So we got it. All right.
Okay.
Is that cool with you guys?
Yeah.
We have to figure out who took what. So I know you took the rose gold necklace, Guldor.
I'll take the ring.
With the eyes.
Yeah.
Cool. There's one more necklace and there's one more ring.
What do you want?
I guess I'll take the ring.
You know what? A man of your stature, I think the necklace would be nice on you. All
Sure, whatever. I don't want it anyway.
right, I'll grab the ring.
Oh my God, Tree got an attitude all of a sudden.
I told you to get rid of these guys. I don't like it.
Oh, it's got apparently it's a necklace with +5 to opinions. Why don't we?
All right. So we will start with Bellith. So Bellith, what would your character do to try to start figuring out how this thing works?
I feel like she would just like look at it and then just like turn it around and like look at it again and then just like turn it around, like just straight up staring at this thing. Just, like,
in your kind of like intent, you know, like when you have that intense focus where like your thoughts are in such one thing that like the rest of your body stops working and like you could drop something.
Yeah.
You drop the ring and it falls like under your cot. You have no idea where it is. But
Checks
then you feel a small tinkling at the base of your neck.
I told you.
And you know exactly where that ring is. Without even looking at it, you could pinpoint where that ring is. This is a ring of tracking.
ooh, right up my
You know where
alley.
this ring is at all times.
So I know where the ring is at all times.
Wow.
That's cool.
So you could place this thing on something
And then
and follow it.
that's sick.
Wait, you just made a Dungeons. We legitimately have a Dungeons and Dragons air tag.
Yo, really?
That's out of control.
That's so cool.
Let's go to 7.
Yes.
So 7, you took the other necklace.
No, he took the ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I took the ring, but then he was like, you know what, you should have the necklace, and he gave me the necklace instead of the ring.
So, 7, what are you doing?
I look at Bellith and I spin.
You guys are rooming together?
Well, we're just hanging out to
Yeah,
to
to-
figure
Okay,
this out.
okay, yeah.
I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna start spinning it around. Because that's what she did.
As you're spinning it around, I'm assuming you have your mandolin case near you at all
Yes.
times.
Yes.
You accidentally kick your mandolin case and you scuff it up. What do you say to that? It's like internally or out loud.
It's a PG podcast.
Enough said. Enough said.
Son of a.
As you have these thoughts of frustration, the ring glows and the case becomes whole once more. No scuffs. You found a ring of mending.
Ooh.
Malaki.
So this isn't just a matter. This is like different than prestidigitation. This isn't just like
This
a
is
minor
true
cleanup.
true
This is
mending.
true.
Yeah. By the way, as I'm reading these things, I've created these on D&D Beyond. You can actually add them to your inventories.
Wow, you are really responsible.
Very cool.
So ring of mending. Ring of mending. What's yours called? The ring of tracking?
Tracking. Yeah.
Ring of tracking.
I feel like we're superheroes
So
now.
spicy.
Let's go.
Does mine have eyeballs too?
Let's go to Tree. Tree, what are you doing as you're trying to figure out this? You got the necklace.
So I'm standing there in the hallway, and I'm like, kind of just like, what is this thing? Like, ugh. I don't know. I'm just kind of like twirling
You're really
the
put
necklace,
off by it, huh?
twirling the necklace around like this around my branch, and kind of just about to like let it loose, but I hold on to it because everybody wants me to have it. So,
Everybody's really intent on you having.
and you know, I don't want my family to hate me, so I kind of just like keep twirling it around in the hallway while I'm bored protecting everybody.
So,
You take as much care with magical objects as you do with bags of holding.
Tree, explain why you're in the hallway.
I am on protection duty because
So, what does it say about you?
I am a man of honor protecting my family.
Which nobody asked for, but that's okay.
It doesn't matter. I'm still here
Funny you
for you.
mention it.
Still gonna do it.
I am a tree,
gonna-
not a man.
You're just gonna keep on protecting, aren't you?
So, you're looking out for your friends. You're trying to help them, and like, asked or not, and you're almost like, I wish I had a helping hand. And as you think that, a spectral hand appears in air, and you find that you have full control over it. You found the necklace of helping, which allows you to cast the cantrip Mage Hand at will.
What? So I'm looking at this astral hand, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so glad I didn't throw this overboard. Yes!
It waves at you. He doesn't realize he's waving to himself, but like he
Are
doesn't
you
figure
gonna
that
name
out.
that hand of yours?
Oh my god, I just start like jumping up and down like a giddy kid in the hallway on Christmas.
Is there an earthquake?
I open the door. I'm like, is he okay?
Guys, it's an actual hand.
I close it.
As Bellith is closing the door, I'll be like, Tree, you're gonna name it?
Oh my god.
Goldor, are you hanging with the rest, or are you on your lonesome in your cabin? Okay. So you kind of have like maybe like a little bit like of an idea now that you've had your experience with this necklace. But what are you doing to kind of investigate this?
Well,
necklace?
I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna meditate as dwarves do. With well, it's a bit of It's a bit of throat singing. It probably sounds like this.
With the sound effects.
Where has this guy come from? Oh my god!
Dwarf can carry a tune, huh? Sounds great.
He's like a magician.
So you feel like the only thing that could help you meditate more right now is like some like background noise and like some warmth. And as you have your eyes closed and you're kind of just like feeling like this necklace, you feel some heat in front of you. Do you open your eyes? You have created a full-on bonfire in your room. This is a necklace of warmth, and it allows you to cast Create Bonfire at will.
Awesome. But did I just do this on a boat?
You did just do this on a boat. So you are actually, unfortunately, you are actually in the this is a small room. This is in the bonfire space. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
And that was the story.
See?
And then I will say after this though, you'll be able to do your short rest hit dice stuff.
Chill out.
14.
I want like the hand to like look back at you, like almost like he's shrugging his hands, like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
No, 14 absolutely passes.
Then we will have an episode 6.
'Cause I believe your spell DC is 14, correct?
13.
Oh, so you passed by more than I thought. Awesome.
Is your ring of ring of mending to patch up the hole in the boat?
He's gonna make some mushroom coffee now. With his little fire.
Yeah. So, yeah, you quickly get to one of the corners of the room, and do you let's see, can you actually put out this fire until the spell ends? You can concentrate on it for 1 minute. Do you put it out now, or do you keep it going?
I think I'm gonna put it out now.
Fantastic. So the fire goes out, and you notice like some damage to the floor, but not enough to have created like a hole through the floor.
Fix your shirt.
So you can now cast Create Bonfire, but the necklace is actually called Necklace of Warmth. So that's what you'll look for when you add it to your inventory.
For those people at home and for people sitting directly across me that don't know how to play this game, how do you add something like that to your inventory?
Are you at your inventory?
I am.
Click Manage Inventory.
Got it.
And then search for what I tell you. I told you Ring of
So
Mending.
under filter, you just type it in there, the search. Okay, wait, so Ring of Mending. Nope.
No? I might be able to ending.
Same thing.
Oh, is it maybe it's Needle of Mending? No, that's not yours.
Oh, that is so weird.
Sorry, Seven,
was
you don't
coming
get
up
it.
Before.
Actually,
Give me the ring back.
It's there. You're just.
Refresh my.
Did you went to manage inventory?
Manage inventory.
Add items.
Okay, manage inventory. Add items.
It didn't work for me
and
either, which is
then,
weird.
Like the search.
Where's this filter, right?
Yeah.
Filter search, yeah.
Ring of Mending. It comes up for me.
Really? I don't know
Yeah.
why it's coming up not for me. Because I should be able to.
Yeah.
Do I need to check? None of the things are checked off. The proficient common magical
And then
container.
Necklace of Warmth also comes.
No, because it's not working for me either, which is
Have you
weird.
tried to restart your computer?
I
Put it in rice.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Helping is not coming up.
I could change the state of food, and I could fix shirts.
Well, not yet. You can't.
Not yet, I can't. But I could warm up your. I could make your drinks cold.
I can find a ring, just in case that's something that needs to happen.
Side note, I am so curious what you're gonna do with this thing.
Listen,
It's like you can like. Oh man, imagine if you threw it on Crombie's son's stuff.
and then just followed him.
Yeah. He's up to no good, I'm pretty sure.
His son. It's my friend.
Then of course he's up to
Kind
no.
of.
I was like, do I really have friends? I mean, you know.
We will.
Do I
We
want
will.
any?
Sam, we'll get that sorted later. But if you, so you can cast mending for now. If you want to bring up like the mending spell on your
Do
page,
you
that way
have
you can just
your
refer to it.
share content on with everybody?
I do.
Okay.
Let me double check that, just in case I had to redo that.
Go back to where like it says to put in your character name. It says like character
manage?
preferences.
Characters and levels, okay.
And then like hit the back arrow
And
twice.
then
and it should say like character preferences, and then homebrew content needs to be turned on.
Oh, homebrew has to be turned on.
Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah, so turn on homebrew content. No, yeah, just turn on homebrew content and then just go back to your character sheet.
Thank you, Bellith. I feel like everyone ended up with an item appropriate for them. I did not plan that, I promise.
Oh, you did?
That was crazy, yeah, that was...
Other than the fact that I placed Guldor next to the... I mean, the necklace worked
Yeah.
out, but... Yeah.
So I could have ended up with Mage Hand if I did the Swapperooski with you.
Well, I knew something was gonna be good for me because your eyes were like, ooh. I was like, what is it?
Were you supposed to have mending? I don't know.
And I was supposed to have yours.
You
which
would
was
have had
mending.
mending, and you would have had...
How do you feel about it? I'll let you choose. Are you good with what you got?
Yeah, you haven't...
Cool, fine.
I'll say you... normally, we wouldn't do this, but we'll do it this time. You can attune to them right now from this experience, so there should be an option to attune. Normally, that would be like another separate short
Is it like
rest.
bind on equip?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, that's stuff we know.
So if you would like to swap before you fully do that, I will let you swap and then attune.
Do you want
Well, what does the hand do?
You could pick up things under 10 pounds, right?
So I think it might be... Yeah, I think it's 10. Let me see.
You could like open things with it.
Yeah, it's a hand.
Yeah.
It's like that can float. It's like so. Like if you drop something overboard, you can use that hand to go get it.
And how about mending? What does mending do?
Mending. Let me read it. This spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, such as a broken chain link, 2 halves of broken key, a torn cloak, a leaking wineskin. As long as the break or tear isn't larger than 1 foot in any dimension, you mend it, leaving no trace of the former damage. The spell can physically repair a magic item or construct, but the spell cannot restore magic to such an object.
Yeah, I'm good with the hand.
Cool.
I'll keep the hand.
I think I can have fun with this.
So Mage Hand for Tree.
Cool.
A spectral floating hand appears at any point you choose within range. The hand lasts, which is 30 feet. The hand lasts for the duration or until you dismiss it as an action. The hand vanishes if it is ever more than 30 feet away from you or if you cast a spell again. You can use your action to control the hand. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, stow or retrieve an item from an open container, or pour the contents out of a vial, for example.
Oh my God, that's sick, dude.
You can move the hand up to 30 feet each time you use it, and it can't attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds.
Can it follow me around like a familiar or a
Yes.
friend? Ooh.
What are you going to call it?
I'm gonna call it. I don't know. I've never really had a hand before because my hand is my hands are branches. So like,
You can just call it branch.
an extension
You call it thing.
Thing.
thing. Oh, I like that.
Our lawyer is just called Branch.
I'm gonna call it. Does it
Twig.
have 5 fingers?
Do you want it to have 5 fingers?
Oh, imagine if his mage hand looked like a wood instead of a hand.
You know what? It's a harpy hand now.
Wait. What's the hand from Super Smash Brothers that is like?
Oh, the master hand.
master.
That
I'm gonna
is
call it master
terrifying
hand.
that it's a harpy.
What's the other hand called? The one that's crazy?
Blood, death, and
In that game? Let's do that one.
Wait, what's that one called? Crazy
Remember from
hand.
Super Smash Bros. Brawl, there was the other hand?
Oh, like the like one of the last bosses you fight?
yeah, it's
that
like the
creepy
opposite
hand
hand of
thing?
the master hand.
Oh man. I feel like
What's
you
the
just
name of
it's
that?
creepy. Good luck there, Lawful Good.
Master hand.
Oh, and it's literally called the crazy hand.
The crazy hand. I will call it the
Crazy hand? It's gonna sound like an Ozzy Osbourne episode every time you mention it.
It looks like this in the picture.
All right.
I mean,
Every
it's
time you
half
say
harpy.
crazy hand, I'm gonna want to say I.
Going off the rails.
Well, we just found the name of this episode. So there you go.
So, the first thing I'll say is make sure everyone takes a short rest. You can do this by going to your character page, and there is a short rest button with a little bonfire.
Yes.
So wait, so it says automatically apply healing with dice roll, right?
Yes.
And then the bard. What is that?
You might have a bard feature that does more things.
Okay, but I could do the confirm. So I could do that thing for everybody, right? With the
The Song of Rest.
yeah.
Yes, but I think they have to do that manually after, or I'm not sure.
Do we take our hit points back? You said.
Yeah, and he's changes colors. Yeah.
That I just randomly accidentally clicked on him and
Yeah, he dances.
and he goes away. Like, that's like really cool.
So, Song of Rest, if you or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of the short rest, by spending 1 or more hit dice, each of those creatures gains an extra 1d6 hit point. So you could all roll a d6. If you do that, you can all roll a d6
Okay.
and add that to your HP. Tree, I believe you're at full health.
I am. I think I
Full
had
health
like
right now.
1 or 2 hit points of damage, but now I'm full health.
Nice. This is going off the rails on the crazy train.
Spell slots don't get reset, right?
It depends on the class, but generally no.
How about Bardic Inspiration? Is that also considered a spell slot?
That should have, if that is, it is not a spell slot, but that if it's part of your short rest feature, that would have reset as well.
Let's see where that is. Long rest. Sugar beans.
So this is what I'm going to kind of ask of you all right now. As you come back together as a group after kind of identifying your items and like doing a little introspection, the other thing I'll say you recall from last session is that you noticed that the crew was looked very fed up as after this harpy attack and things like that. Going around the table, or as a group, if you want to discuss, is this something that you're going to look into, or you're kind of keeping your head down until you get to the island?
It feels like it's explosive. Like you said, when they were questioning it looked like when they were really questioning the captain on our last session. I feel like it's like they're gonna kind of overthrow the ship if things go wrong.
Wait, what?
So the people, when we were finishing up with the Harpies last session, remember?
Yeah.
They were a couple of the crewmates, as I so politely tried to rename the ship Box of Death 6. They looked like they had it up to here.
Yeah, they
with
were
the
like
captain.
over it, right?
Yeah. So, I guess
I'm gonna leave the decision making up to you guys because nobody listens to me anyway.
you know what? I think that amulet is
say something
cursed.
and they'll do the opposite. That's how you get what you want.
Yes.
I think that amulet is cursed. It's giving you a lot of thoughts. Do we want to get involved in this situation?
I mean, is it really our problem?
I guess as long as the boat gets there.
Like, if it's gonna get there, it's gonna get there.
I guess let's think about this for a second. We took care of the Harpies.
Like, we've already
kind of
done
earned
them enough favors.
Well, I guess we're gonna really earn our right as heroes, as sitting back and waiting to see what happens.
Can't get my feet up.
Pretty good.
As a reminder, you have 2 writs of experiences. Or 2 writs of experience. So,
You mean like extras?
remember you got the other one from
Yeah.
Hector
Oh.
Applewater after the haunted ship.
It meaning like in terms of like having a value, like we can take the captain with us to camp with us? What do you mean?
No, I was just reminding you, like you were saying, we have to, earn our keep. as
Oh,
heroes.
we were right. We already earned it,
Yeah.
and then some.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
maybe we could trade one of these in for like a drink.
Personally, I'm over the ship. So.
You're over the ship?
Yeah, the ship.
That also could be an episode name.
I'm over the ship.
All right. So what we will do then is we will quickly move to dinner, and then we'll long rest for morning.
Okay.
All right. So
It's gonna be an interesting night, I believe.
a passenger comes by your cabins to call you for dinner. It's actually the passenger that you all saved. And
I intercept the passenger because I'm in the
okay. Hello. I just wanted to let you guys know it's dinner time. Oh, I don't suppose you eat as a tree. I mean, they have water. But I just wanted to thank you for all that you've done for me and mine, because we would not be here right now if it weren't for you all.
Thank you, small creature. But no thanks is needed because we are heroes, and that's what we do. We're
Oh.
heroes in training.
Well, in that case,
Tree, is that dinner?
I don't have any sort of reward I can give you for saving me, but my cousin does owe me a favor. Small caveat: my cousin is in Shimmer Lake City, right near Camp Shimmer Lake. So, if you could deliver this letter to her, she will aptly reward you. I promise.
Hold the phone there. I'm just going to refer to my friends because they don't like when I make decisions by myself. So hold that thought. And then I extend my branch arm onto.
You have a mage hand now.
Oh, yes, that's right. I send
The creepy harpy
By the
hands?
way, I'm
crazy
Tolan.
harpy.
I'm Tolan.
Tolan? Oh, Tolan, hold on there 1 second, my friend. I am just going to call my faithful crazy hand here, and I'm going to send him to go knock on Bellith's door because I may need some help with this request.
Tell him to leave you alone.
So my mage hand comes over. It's like knocks on the door.
Bellith literally like shakes.
You've had
Wait,
the
is
necklace
this
for
like this is
10
a
minutes.
creepy like harpy hand, right?
Yes.
Like it looks like.
Yes. 100%.
Okay. Do I know that he has this mage hand?
No.
No, right? Okay. I didn't think so.
You should knock your
I
bow
didn't
like
think
immediately.
So Bellith opens the door and goes, ah!
Bellith!
Ah!
Bellith!
What? Get rid of the hand.
This is my friend. I call it Crazy Hand.
Crazy hand?
Crazy Hand.
Okay.
I will withdraw him. Come back, Crazy Hand. Bellith, there's a friend over here. What's his name again?
Tolan.
Tolan. That's right, Tolan.
I'm sorry for disturbing you all, but I wanted to thank you all again for saving me and to let you know that it was dinner time. I was telling your friend here that I don't have anything to pay you or reward you for saving me, unfortunately, because I was actually at Pyroglow to settle up some debts, but I do have a cousin who owes me a favor in Shimmer Lake City. So I was going to say, if you, in between your hearing, could deliver this letter, you can get something from her. I guarantee it.
With all the screaming, would I have been able to be aware
I mean,
of
you were
top of the
with-
hallway?
you were with
Oh,
her,
yeah,
yeah.
perfect. Can I just want to get a really good look at him? Just roll. Wait, would I recognize him from any of the crew members that looked frustrated with the captain from
He's not a crew member. He's a passenger.
passenger? But
He was
he
one of the extra people that
That we saved. Okay.
That was brought on board last second before the trip left.
Okay,
So if you want to roll an insight check, you absolutely can.
I guess I will. Just wanna
As
make
you
this-
as you come to the door.
I just kind of want to see if his intentions seem, honorable.
While you
or-
do that, I want to ask, like, what's the letter say? Am I gonna get in trouble for holding this?
Oh, absolutely not. It is sealed, but absolutely, like, you're not going to get in trouble.
17.
It's just a letter.
17. By the way, great accent. 17. Far better than Minnesota.
With a 17, you kind of see him like something like, this will be a really big help to me. I had a lot of debt, and now I'm in an even worse situation. So this would save me a whole trip to Shimmer Lake City that I cannot afford.
And as he says that, I rip it out of his hands and I
Whoa.
say,
Whoa.
I got you, buddy.
Oh, you.
Where are you
sorry.
gonna put this?
We're gonna. Sorry,
Make me a
please.
sleight of hand check, please.
Oh my goodness. Talon, please excuse our friend. Ripping out of people's hands, I think he misunderstood as a polite gesture. I think he got confused again.
You can roll me sleight of hand.
All right.
Sleight of hand, not sleight of hand.
Oh, do you want some dice?
I was gonna say, you
Listen,
can borrow
listen, for in
D20s.
person, you got to roll some dice.
All right. So I could just one, right?
Yep, and then you add your modifier. That's on your
Watch
page.
Bridget throw the dice out after.
What was that? Wait, what?
What is that? Is that a 1?
I have his roll. So
Did he just roll?
matter. It doesn't.
Did you just roll a 1?
I rolled
It was 2.
a 2, right? It was a 2.
It was
Switch over. This is
My
why
guy
he
Tolan
needs
here.
protection from good.
rolled a natural 3. I thought this was in the bag. Wait, what's your modifier?
My modifier.
It's probably
for
minus.
what?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
2,
Okay,
please.
so 4.
So you got a 4. So you beat the 3.
I just wait. Could you? I'm sorry. I don't want to ever want to tell you how to do your job.
Throw it in the garbage.
Could you just narrate how this goes down? Because I really want to know how a 4
I
and a 3
fully
work out.
intended to. Tree swipes the letter out of Tolan's hand.
After I just asked for help from my friends.
Fully like crushes it in his hand.
Does the mage hand react of like, are you kidding me?
It kind of goes. Yeah, it goes like.
I go, okay, buddy, buddy,
Shaking
let me,
his head. It's hand no.
please give it to me.
He'd like reach out, swat it out of his hand, it would go flying up in the air. He'd grab for it, miss. Tolan would grab for it, miss.
Oh my god.
Grab
I'd like
for it, and then
to,
crush it
as I shake my head, can I cast mending on the letter?
like something in a cartoon.
You can.
Yeah,
Wow!
there you go.
Smart.
So the letter
For
glows and
prestidigitation and mending, apparently.
That's
goes back into one piece.
Damage control.
Thank you so much. I would have had to write that letter again, and it was painful enough writing that letter the first time.
Don't worry, Talon. It was painful enough to watch. It's totally understandable.
Listen, guys, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I messed up.
Anyway, dinner time. Good luck to you all, and thank you for this favor.
All right. Just, we'll see you at dinner, and if we spill things, please don't be offended. Well, mending does have a purpose, everyone.
It's a good thing you had it too.
Okay. So to move forward from here, we'll say you guys kind of like you got to dinner and like half the crew is like kind of like in like good spirits, like they're back at sea from their like because their last ship was taken by pirates, and the other half of the crew is like looking very sullen and like shooting daggers at Alara, but you get through the dinner unscathed, nothing happens. Anything else before you want to take your long rest? And the captain at dinner tells you we were able to repair the ship. We're gonna get to Gnarltooth Island by shortly before noon.
Can I take a mental inventory of anyone that looks extremely frustrated with the captain, or if there's anyone in particular that stands out as?
Make me a perception check.
Okay. Anyone join me on this voyage of hoping to find anyone who's in danger? All right, perception. Plus 3. Here we go. Mike, you wanna roll? No, I was funny. All right. Oh! You remember when you got a 2?
Yeah.
Mine has a 0 after it. I'm gonna do perception 23.
23. Not nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nat 20?
Yes.
Oh, you should just said that. Okay. With a nat 20 at the dinner, you do notice that the 7, you're going around and you're being you. You're trying to provide you're even though no one asked you, you're providing entertainment for the dinner.
They're gonna hate me too.
As you give them a tale of like your own group, like that no one asked for.
The song of the Harpies.
And as you're walking around, so the dining room is very cramped because there's a lot of people in here extra because you guys are there for the night. And like right behind that is like the little kitchenette where like they're cooking in like clay pots and like little brick ovens that are kind of like built into the ship. And you notice the cook, a tall man with red hair, slip something into Captain Alara's dish.
Who notices it?
It's a little extra seasoning.
Yeah, something tells me this is not gonna taste good.
Wait, did we all notice it?
Nope, just 7. Unless anyone else wants to make a perception check, but you rolled a nat 20. That's like you got what you're gonna get.
So I can't interfere, basically.
I gave the option to
I don't
skip
care
by
enough, so.
yeah. I gave. Listen, we can get to the island.
We're gonna have a hard time getting to the island with a dead captain. Do I have enough time to
in
talk
general,
to them?
you guys know that there are other positions on the ship that would fill in that position should the captain die.
Oh,
Like that's like I say common knowledge during this time.
excuse me for 1 second. I just want to
Wasn't
gather
she kinda
around.
rude?
It feels like okay. I'm gonna. Are they within proximity, or are at my our party?
You're all like in this dining room kitchen area.
All right,
dinner,
I'm
right?
going to quickly inform the party as I play Crazy Train, talking to them, letting them know that I think that we just got the captain just got poisoned,
Give
and
me, so you're doing this as you perform. Give me a performance check to see like how like.
Oh,
give me,
Jesus.
okay, I'll say this.
give me a time where I roll like a 0.
Give
Right?
me no. Wait, don't roll yet. 7. Don't roll yet.
I will not.
Get a second d20.
Oh boy. Here we go.
All right. Well, this is good because this is now we're rolling with.
You're gonna roll me both deception and performance at the same time.
Oh my god.
On both of them, DC 15. So both need to pass for you to be successful. At
Oh,
this.
so if either of them fail, I don't get it.
Correct.
Oh, good. I cast many on my dice. Nope. 19, and I can't give myself a modifier.
You got.
Oh, I did. Okay, so what were the two?
15 for both.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Deception
What were the
and
two?
performance.
Okay, so performance plus 7, so
Okay.
that's still okay,
Yep.
and deception plus 5. I'm good.
Okay.
Good
So-
job, buddy.
Good thing it wasn't strength.
As you're going around, shot through the harp. He poisoned the captain. Okay. It looks really bad. And then like
drinks a bad name.
So like you're basically like going like weaving in and out of like the table like as you like you lean out when you're singing but you lean into like your party members as like you're telling them like the message. So how do you all react?
What is he saying? Anybody know what he's talking about?
Tree, just for saying, make me an intelligence check.
Oh God. I want his hand to react as like complete utter like annoyance.
16. No modifier.
So I feel like at this point, with a 16, like you understand, you just don't want to believe it.
Okay. So, guys, Seb's talking about this captain being poisoned.
Also, you're also fully in the, the dining room area.
I can cast. I could cast prestidigitation and make this food either super hot, super cold, or spoiled. But I need to know if I'm going to do this or not.
I don't know.
Give it a putrid smell so that you won't eat it.
Do we want to stop this from happening?
I don't care.
I said absolutely. I
Bellith,
don't
absolutely,
care.
I do not care.
I don't care, other than the fact that another captain might not take us where we want to go.
I say we are honorable people, and we should do the right thing.
Speak for yourself.
The only thing that I'm thinking, guys, is we have to get to this camp in a certain amount of time before it starts. Any delay could slow us down and could be problematic. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying.
Prestidigitation.
I will pause it. You're only on the ship for one more day anyway.
All right, I'm going to
So
prestidigitation.
it's out of your hands regardless by morning.
Save the captain.
Prestidigitation, make the food smell
Save the
rotten.
captain, save the world. What?
Same wavelength.
I can't describe how much I don't want to be doing this right now.
That was great.
Oh my God.
So what are you doing, Simon?
Reluctantly, I'm going to turn towards the drink and I'm going to cast prestidigitation and make it smell putrid.
And you say,
yeah.
I am the captain now.
I'm the captain.
Fine. So, as you all start eating, Alara tastes the food and goes, "Oh, that is disgusting, Rorik. You've got to change something in the recipe. I bought you salt.
Why would someone put salt in their drink?
No, it was the food.
It was
Oh,
food.
just kidding.
Yeah.
We're good. Never mind. Imagine if I did the wrong thing. Yeah. Don't worry, she says it
Wash
right.
it down with this coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you know what? Fix this.
Exactly.
So, Captain Large just doesn't end up eating after that. She kind of lost her taste after that first bite, or like her appetite after that first bite. Do you try to catch her after dinner or call it a night?
I think I'd be more concerned in following the person that did the seasoning. Can we keep an eye on the person that did the
During dinner or like after dinner, you're saying?
both?
Nothing else happens during dinner because they served dinner. That was it. So after dinner, so he's like cleaning up the kitchen with some deckhands. And then do you stay in the dining room kitchen area after the meal's over and
I
everyone
say
leaves?
we stay.
I have an
and
idea.
confront him.
I also think we should maybe do this. Would it be crazy for us to kind of tell the captain to stay in their quarters and give the impression the captain's feeling very sick, and then just see kind of the reaction?
I say we cast my crazy hand and have my crazy hand slap the.
What is it
cook
that
in
you
the
think
face.
this hand does? That you
just goes right across and slaps the cook in
Listen,
the face.
you don't have to stop.
Attack.
Yeah. Man, you're giving this hand a lot of credit. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I go to bed.
Bellith cares.
Fully don't care.
Bellith cares not.
I'm like, this lady was mean to me. I do not care.
That's accurate. Guldor?
I don't really care.
So why don't them
I just
two
wanna get
go
the
to
cat.
bed
Yeah.
and you and I confront the cook?
Because that's always gone well, hasn't it? I'll tell you what. All right, I'm gonna. How would you? Do you want to kind of ever so gracefully go for a walk and kind of patrol?
Yeah, I'll go for a walk and patrol.
All right.
I'll guard the door. You talk to the cook.
All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna talk to the cook.
All right.
But I think I'm going to. You know what I think I should do?
Break out in song.
I'm just gonna. I could do that. Did I get a good look at the other crew members?
Why'd you poison the cat?
Like West Side Story.
So would it have been in your nature? Like you would,
Yeah, I think
you'd be able
so.
to recognize their faces. Whether or not you know their names is how personable you were at dinner.
I
Like,
think I'm
would
gonna
you
look
bring
to.
someone to like get to like, oh hi, who are you?
Yeah, I think the one of the other cooks in the kitchen. I probably would have gotten a good impression of what one of them would have looked like, right?
I mean, one of the other cooks?
Yeah, one of the other
There's
cooks.
one like main cook.
Yeah.
You know who the cook is.
And then maybe one of the waiters or the other helpers, right?
Mike, can you charm person?
I mean, they were all kind of like pitching in to like serve everything, and
I think I'm going to just go in my quarters for a quick second, and I might just change my.
yeah.
Can you charm person?
Oh.
I'll do you one better.
I see what you're saying now. I see what you're
That might be a
saying.
really useful thing to be able to do.
That is a good idea.
I will say with
damn.
your nat 20,
Yes.
you got a good look at the quartermaster Kalen.
Kalen. Kalen. I can do a Kalen impression.
Kalen.
I'm gonna pop in my quarters, pop back out, and I'm gonna look at Tree and say, "Don't freak out. I'm still me on the inside."
No idea what that means. Not a clue.
Well, that's gonna do it for this episode of Campaign. We have so much left to go, and we'll be back next week. See you next time. Campaign is produced by Levine, Orlip, Liam, Bridget, and myself, Michael Height. I edit and mix our show. Our intro voice recording was done by the one and only Coltrane. Music used in this podcast was sourced by Fanatical's 2023 music bundle featuring Dark Fantasy Studio. If you like Campaign, we hope you'll consider going to our show notes and supporting the show. Doing so helps us put out more shows just like this one. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.